and then for lunch you have what you want. You just got to balance out your portions. So even though you ate the oatmeal, you still look really good, and I can tell. I see it. So eat the right foods.
I feel like I blew back up. I was going, I guess, am I blowing up? What is going on now?
You look good. You're dropping 3 times a day, right?
Oh no, I'm not weighing myself.
You're dropping your drops 3 times a day, right?
Oh yes, the drops I am doing 3 times a day.
Okay, and the last thing in relaxation is spending time with your kids. It is very important that you spend time with your kids. I know a lot of people who say, I don't have time, but you have to make time. You got to play with them. You got to act silly with them. You might have to do the bump with them. You might have to sit down and talk with them. But you got to give those kids that time. And although they may be older kids, they still want that time. And so that's another way of relaxation. You got to spend time with those kids. And I promote, see, I'm a family person, so I promote family. I actually love people. I just have this thing for people. I just love me some people. So it's easier for me. You might say, well, I don't have time to spend no time with them children. They so sassy. And the reason they so sassy is because you don't give them no time. And so if they act sassy and act out of order, it's because I want you to give me some of your time. So you're smiling, so you must know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because my daughter is sitting right in front of us. She's sitting here looking at me. And it's so funny because she says, I'm boring, and I tell her that she's boring. It's like when I want to do things, she's like, I don't, or it's vice versa. And I tell her, I say, you're boring. She's like, you're boring. So there's sometimes where she's in a room, and I'll go in a room and mess with her, and she's like, Mom, not right now. So we're like, we just keep off, we're just back and forth. But one thing that she likes to do is she's a mall person, whether indoor mall or outdoor mall. She's a mall person. So I can get with that from time to time. Sometimes I just don't want to do the mall. But spend time with your children, that is so important. Also, when you spend time with your children, you find out more about them. You'd be surprised. You'd be so surprised of what's really going on in their mind and how they feel about things and how they're responding to things. Because mine, they just trip me out. I got 3 girls and 1 boy, but right now only the boy and the girl are at home. And my son even have me tripping out. I was like, okay. Well, we have round tables sometimes at the table. We sit and we end up at the table. We just sit there and talk. And I sometimes listen to them talk about stuff at school and the other kids and what's going on there. And when I try to get to that conversation, they're like, Mom, no. No, Mom. And I'm trying to get into the conversation. So sometimes the children can, X you out of the club sometimes. And we're trying to get in the club. But it's still our responsibility to put forth that effort, to put time in with the children. I call them little people, the little people.
And they want something, and for the most part, they want attention, they want love, money, affection,
they want it all.
Yeah, and we have to be able to give that to them. I don't care what age they are. They want to come and jump in your bed. They want to hold you. They want to embrace you. They just want to smell you. It's just something about it, because with me and Ashmir, that's my last baby, it's like that's my love. That's my life. And I love her unconditionally. I might not like the things that she do. I'm not happy where she is in her life right now, but I love her so much that the love that I have for her, it just outweighs everything that she's going through. And I think it is so important that we let them know I love you. And even if it's just by stroking their hair or pulling on them or hugging them or patting them on that backside or something like that, they just want to be shown some love. And I think it's important, even if it's to walk to the mall or to take them out for a bike ride. It is just so important. People don't understand, even in this new life, family is important.
And one thing I used to mess up on, I would give them or take them wherever I wanted them to go or whatever I wanted them to have. And after I seen how they weren't happy with it, it would make me upset. Cause I'm like, my first thought is like, you all are just not grateful. Until the Holy Spirit had to show me, that's what you want. That's not what